Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Amusing Panda live stream. We are here for the New England team tournament out of CaptainCon. It looks like the event itself is still getting set up. I'm still getting set up to make sure I have the long shanks and stuff. Here we go. Yeah, so it looks like they don't have pairings yet. Keith, are you seeing pairings for the event drop yet?
I have not logged into Longshanks, to be honest with you. Since you mentioned that you were doing that, I didn't want to do the same thing.
Sure. Good morning, Stephen Williams. Yeah, they're still getting set up on our end. We had some mild camera troubles before the start, but we should be good to go here in just a minute. I will observe, and I was talking to Keith about this. Good morning. Oh man, we got a bunch of people coming in. We got Stephen Williams, we got Heroic Play, we got James Raymond. Hey, Anthony Gibbs. Welcome. Good morning. Yeah, it's big for the I think big for the community to get the first major US event of the year. So super excited. And I was mentioning to Keith before we went live that some of these teams picked super trollsy names,
which I can appreciate, but from the player side, but less so from the producing event side.
Yeah, well, the trollsy one is for example, we have the team that is composed of Dan Riker, Brandon Owens, and Cody DeMunn name themselves Brad Blake and JVM. So we may have to deal with some shenanigans as pairings drop. And it looks like Brandon's in the back end letting us know that he's attempting to reconnect the overhead again. Oh, hey. Look at that. But yeah, we may be stuck with a slightly limited side view for the first round, and then if not, we'll get it fixed for tomorrow. And we are joined by a wild Peyton. Is his video coming through for you, Keith?
It is not. I don't know why it's not. It seems like it should.
Weird.
Oh, there it is. Maybe it's just he's having connection or bandwidth issues. I don't know.
Yeah, we haven't frozen in time. Oh, hey, how's it going, Peyton? Oh yeah, they had the certificates and coins. Those are rare vintage if they're still kicking around.
I do love the coins. I thought the coins were. I always loved the coins.
Yeah. Oh, are you there, Peyton? Are you still frozen? I'm definitely seeing a frozen Peyton.
Yeah, me too. I'm not sure where Peyton is from. If he's across the pond or across any.
No. Peyton's one of our guys. We got we do have for those of you in the stream, we are going to have a rotating panel of guests coming through. So a selection of the great and the good from the Warmachine community coming on to talk games with us and offer insights. It looks like we have the overhead ostensibly connected, but not quite ready to go yet. Oh, and it looks like we have pairings up. Let's see. Peyton, if you can hear us, you're like almost stuck in the phantom zone. Let me shoot him a message on Discord. All right, let's look at pairings. We have the verses. I don't think that we know who's going to be playing on the selection of tables, but we are going to have this is a 3-man team tournament, so we're going to go through a bit of a pairing process where the teams are going to start on opposite lines of 3 tables. And do simultaneous reveals of which players they have at the far end, and then pick which 2 players fight each other on the center table, and then pick which players fight each other on the third table of those already revealed. So there was some talk about potentially having the community vote on which matchup they want to see, but we may be just left with the vagaries of who comes down where for what game we get. So it'll take a few minutes for the for the players to get to their tables and for us to go through the pairing process. We should see here pretty soon who we're getting.
I was going to say, it's probably not worth it to really dive deep into the pairings until we know who's going to be on the table. Otherwise, it just seems like a lot of running around for not a lot of reward. Hopefully we get Peyton back.
Yeah.
It could just be that wherever he's at, the internet is similar to Phoenix's internet.
Yeah, out in the internet gulags of Arkansas.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently it's actually StreamYard's giving him a hard time. We'll see if we can get that resolved, and then we should have Mr. Dan Jones from over the pond with us before too long. Hopefully before the matches get started. Oh, Keith, do you have the Longshanks?
No, I don't even know where Longshanks is, to be honest with you. I rarely use it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll DM it to you.
Thanks. I can pull it up. Thanks. I usually have Cass DM these things to me.
Even our producer has a producer.
Oh, absolutely. Cass does so much for me. It's so like everybody needs a Cass in their life. I promise you. Like your life will just be so much better. All right. Team results.
While we're we have overhead back. It's trying real hard. Oh man. So interesting thing, just looking at the faction breakdown for today. Let me see if I can share this up while we're waiting for the games to go live.
You want this?
Yeah. So out of I believe 66 players with 10 teams, we're looking at what is that? 10 Winter Core players. Is this your screen?
It is my screen, yeah.
So scroll up, and then there's the pie chart icon up at the top. Yeah, right over there to the right next to versus.
I have no idea. Oh, okay, this. All right, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so faction
Wow, that's
breakdown.
cool.
Yeah, we're looking at 10 Winter Core, 9 Old Umbre. And then 8 Shadow Flame, 7 Cricks. Yeah, ton of Motherland players today.
Well, I'll tell you what, Winter Core got some good buffs, you know.
Yeah.
So good for them. I hope somebody comes. I don't know what the Singletons tournament was yesterday. Is that correct?
Yeah, yesterday was pods qualifying for the IGQ.
Okay. And do we know who won out of the pods?
I know Brandon's in, and we got and J Drake. I'm here at CaptainCon. It's been a great weekend so far. Glad to hear it, and thanks for tuning in from the con.
Look at this, two Thornfall Alliance. I know
Yeah,
Jay
yeah.
Beatnik will be excited.
Brad is one of the players running pigs.
Oh, is
Apparently,
he? Good for
yeah,
him.
yeah. Jay Beatnik was blasting the channel yesterday, like, oh my god, he beat Riker with pigs.
Nice. 6 Gravediggers, 7
Mhm.
Sea Raiders. Good for Sea Raiders. I like
Yeah,
that. Seeing the Orgoth coming in there, Necrofactorium. I like Orgoth. If I already wasn't invested in Gravediggers, I might have gone Orgoth.
yeah. Stephen Williams and heroic play here, lamenting the one-sided nature of certain factions. So we only have one Brine Bloods and one Storm Legion. That is way smaller showings for those factions than I would expect. Although, the word is only Andy Bev plays Brine Bloods, so I think that may also be an East Coast thing to some extent. I mean, we know they're out there because there were a ton of them at Lock and Load, but not here at CaptainCon. Just one
Maybe
Storm Legion is also remarkable.
oh.
Yeah, and then only one Cephalix. Infernal's count has definitely gone down. Legions of the Dawn showing up at all. Oh, it's Steve Rabideau on Storm Legion. That makes sense. He's one of their faction champions. Yeah, Legions of the Dawn picking up concentrated power, I think is going to wind up being a big deal for that faction. One of their weaknesses was battle group hitting power. Oh, Brandon says he's figured out what was causing overhead to crash. So it looks like we should have 2 stable camera views today, which is very exciting.
It is exciting. Like I said, I do like the side view because it really does allow us to show off the models, and a lot of the models look really good, I
Hmm.
think. And then,
Yeah.
but I think for overall game state, like the overhead is just so much better because you can see all the objectives and flags and things like that, and kind of know where the scoring opportunities are really based on the ones we had last week. Maybe it's more we can see the vectors for assassination, since 2 out of the 3
Yeah.
ended in assassination. So, hey, it's part of the game. So, hey,
Yeah.
is there anything else you wanted me to look at on this Longshanks while I got it up here?
Any factions grab your eye? Maybe we can start to
I
take a look
mean,
and see what people are
really,
running
the
in
Winter
Winter
Core,
Core.
like
Yeah, 'cause
honestly, like
that's pretty wild.
that's awesome. I mean, the Winter Core really 2025, like they did not have the results I think that um, we would have liked to have seen. Right, it would have
Yeah.
been
I
good
mean,
for them to
they
at least
didn't have the
one
results we
candidate.
would have liked to have seen, but they had the results one would expect.
Well, sure, but I think it's good for the game when it's kind of like, when Winter Core is doing at least well enough to be, a faction in in danger of winning it all, right? Like it's, I think, good for the game. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
so them coming up this year again, I think is gonna be a big deal, and
Yeah.
I'm glad to see it. To be honest with you,
Where is Peyton? Peyton is attempting to Connor Stevens. Peyton is attempting to reconcile. We're unsure whether it's his internet or StreamYards, but it sounds like it's StreamYards giving him a hard time. So we're expecting a reconnect here, hopefully soon. Go ahead and hit the individual person icon. Let's pop over and take a look actually at the Lions list, Mr. Dan Riker, who has switched to Winter Core. So if you go lists over here on the right, that should pop them right up. So we're looking at a Sikora and Boris pair, which is did not used to be a common sight. Seeing Boris at all competitively would have been a rarity last year. We're looking at Tatiana Sikora, Direwolf with Shield Guard, Long Axe, Plow Shield, Great Bear running aggressive Battle Mace, Heavy Cannon Shield, and Razor. So 3 heavies on Sikora, Alexia for Recursion, single unit only of Suppressors and Wrecking Crew, the Hounds, Arcanus, Officer, Kroll, 2 controllers who got a major glow up, Damian Karovnik, and Battle Mechanics. So it's definitely not tankiness maxing, but that is a quite durable list, and it's quite fast now. I think that's going to be one of the staples of Winter Core versus years past is they've added another dimension to the faction shooting, and they are now the fast shooting faction. And then and for those joining now, this is this is not the first round, but we are while the players are getting set up, we're definitely checking out some of the interesting faction breakdown. In the Boris list, we're looking at Shield Guard, Cannon, Flame Fist, Direwolf, Great Bear with aggressive Heavy Cannon, Blasting Fist, Mastodon with double deep freezers, the Fire Support Head, Great Axe, and Dozer Fist. So I think that's a near max cost Mastodon. I guess it's not going for the grinder, but that's an expensive boy. And then we got single battle mechanic, Kruger 3, Volkova for ancillary attacks and guidance, Winter Core Officer, Arcanus, Shock Troop Gunners, the Hounds, and double units of snipers with dog.
I do like the snipers. I think the snipers are very good for Winter Core, or at least they were probably some of their best units in 2025. Now that some things have come up, maybe these aren't quite as good. I don't remember. Did the snipers have Black Penny in?
They do not. They are just Rat 6, but the dog has Mark Target.
Right.
And they did speed down the dog, so the dog is now sitting at speed 6, so he won't magically speed buff the unit anymore, which was cool. But Stephen Williams pointing out with snipe, that thing will just rain shots from downtown. Yeah, a Mastodon with snipe, that is a lot of firepower coming from a long way away. And then also from Stephen Williams, I just saw the Legion of the Dawn players, Mike Ireland. He was a big Retribution play back in the day. Good to see him playing again. Yeah, likewise. I'm super excited to see Mr. Michael Ireland is back in the game. Curious to see if he'll continue to remain a Ret purist or change it up as the year goes on. Oh no. Backstage, it looks like the overhead is dumped again.
Well, it is what it is. I mean, nothing has started. I see some people talking in the background, but nothing. No models are being put out onto the table yet. So we still have a little bit of time for things to kind of right themselves, as it were. Speaking of Mike Ireland, let's just go ahead and take a look at what Mr. Mike
Yeah.
Ireland's got going on. Retribution of
Yeah.
Sire,
Run us through
Legions
it.
of the Dawn. There we go. We got Ossian, which I think is one of their best casters, or perceived to be one of their best casters, and then Viros. But it's been a long time. I don't really know. I hardly know what the new models are. Never mind what the old models were. Oh, I do love Hyperion though. And some of the things I like about some of these old Colossals is they're not too expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As far as Colossals go.
Yeah, they are quite cheap. Especially the Retribution Colossals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm gonna add the board to the stage just real quick to test if we're getting audio from them.
Oh, we got it. Yeah, I can hear them.
All right, awesome. All right,
I don't know if
that down and let Brandon know we're good to go.
Okay, I don't know if we want to put the overhead on the stage now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and can the list discussion and start to figure out what we're getting for whoops. What we're getting for this game.
There we go.
Oh man. Yeah, StreamYard's and it
only on the bottom matchup.
Cool.
So I don't know if that's
StreamYard's is having a
it's just a quirk of Warmachine because of it's a team event, and those are the team. And one of them is our captain or
God. Apparently, so am I.
Okay. But at the very least, it says payload there, so I'm going to go with payload if that's good with you.
Yeah, cool.
All right. Got it. Do you have the stats up for payload or?
Yeah. Okay. 250s, 240s, 2 flags.
Oh,
and do we know who is playing on here?
It sounds like a Mr. Jake Van Meter, but I'm not 100% sure. Oh, let me see if our intrepid ground reporters have figured out what we've got.
So if you haven't seen this yet, there's a Create.io website that someone did.
Oh, we do have.
I agree with you, Steven. That's one of the first things I said when we got this camera going. I was like, I really like the table. The terrain looks really nice. The only bad thing is, and this view does really allow us to kind of highlight the table and the models. Unfortunately, it's not a great view for seeing the objectives.
I guess we kind of have to figure out who's player 1 or player 2 first. Sure.
And terrain, flag terrain.
I guess you get to pick.
For scoring,
I'll go first.
Okay, so you'll be player A. So I'll be 2, and I'll.
Good morning, Vulgaris.
What's the thing on this one? It's delivering the payload, right? It's moving the 40 over to the flag.
Yeah, I'm in Longshanks trying to figure out which matchup we are getting.
Objective secured 1, scenario terrain 1. And then 3 VP if you get it in the terrain. Get the 50 in.
And it moves 3 inches plus 1 for all the stuff you score?
3 inches plus 1 for each other 40 or 50, yes.
Got it. All right. And then I just need to figure out, so for player 2, the flag is 16 by 19. I'm just going to quickly see where the flag is to see whether or not I have to make the very uncomfortable and not nice choice of saying
payload
I need to be over there now.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to move. I don't want to move, man.
Yeah, it's all good.
19 by 16. Pretty okay. And then 19.
Kind of like those giant trees that they have there as obstructions.
Also pretty okay. So they're both pretty decent.
Yeah, they're nice. They're nice theming for a woodland board. Having played with those before, it's real hard to hide a model behind there.
Wow. Yeah, it's kind of like
getting cover and block and charges.
I'm down with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like one cloud. One cloud, it's hard to like really hide behind. But 2 clouds is easy.
So
to
that's
hide
super rough terrain. This is regular rough terrain, unless we're aquatic, in which case it's nice.
Right.
Obstruction. Wall. Hill.
Yeah.
Wall.
Pre-game chat clarifying absolutely everything.
Yeah, I love to see this, by the way.
All right. Yeah, I'll pick this side.
Okay, cool.
I'll set up this stuff from my side first, just because I have it right here.
Yeah, man.
If all the green
So which
terrain
one's the
for
flag, this
forests,
one?
some of them are
All right,
toxic
so that'll be your
pits.
flag.
Yeah,
this will be
that's-
my flag.
You'll
Yeah, that's
usually
fine.
see
Take a
oh
look,
yeah,
these a little easier there.
these
40.
green things are hills that
20 by
don't
20?
have
Yep.
trees on them. Usually when you see acid bath, you'll see a
Which one's my
kind of
40? Is it this
accessory,
one?
sort of like
That's
a
a 50.
fire
It's a 50,
sitting
so
on
this one.
top, with the
So-
Terraniacs terrain to indicate
20
what
by-
type it is.
20.
And I don't think we caught what lists
Oh,
are
I see. We're just
coming
fighting
down.
on the other end of clouds.
I'm not sure we even know who the players are, right?
Right. Yeah. Well, I was hoping to use the players
Yeah,
to
so this one
or
is,
the
that or
list to
that.
narrow down who the
Yep.
players are.
Oh boy. Nice to put it in here.
All
the
right,
woods.
we got some
No
logistics to iron out for round 2.
Fair enough. And then
Good
my
morning,
50
Zosha.
is
Zosha, do you know who the players are
9.
here? Oh, and for everyone watching, this is
16.
games being streamed for the community. Please be respectful of the players involved. I know for those of you who were with us last weekend, we did see some rules errors and stuff like that. We're out here
All right, I guess
in
the
the
subjective's
easy
on a hill
role,
now.
being the
Cool.
the armchair quarterback. The executing the game is a challenge for
Sure,
can be a
seems
challenge,
fine.
especially when you're the man on the spot.
Just stand out in the open.
So
At least
to
give you a
the
bonus.
extent that we see
Yeah.
something, provide grace for our players and understand, like what it's like being under the gun. But yeah, let's have some.
So I have
let's
to
have
move the
some
50
great
toward your
games
flag,
and
right?
enjoy
Yes, and I have to move my
move
50 towards
yours
your
over
best
flag.
that
there.
CaptainCon has to offer.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, we have
It'll be a
a Steve
time.
Williams giving the shout out to Zosha. Good morning, Zosha. The event looks like it's going great. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was
It
going to
does
say,
look like it's going
Yes, I
well.
love balancing
To
this
Alex's
thing on the
point,
edge of a
like,
hill.
you
Don't
know,
you know?
back when I used to play a lot of chess, it was always easy whenever
Sure.
you were watching the
This
game
is my life
to see
now.
all the moves that the opponent or whatever could do. But when you're playing the game, they're never obvious, right? Like
Double check
it's,
this side.
it's so much more of a mental load when you're playing the game.
I
and
are
it's
an
so easy to
engineer. I
miss
like my
things.
math. I like making
So,
sure the best stuff is
you
on
know.
the right math.
Yeah.
I appreciate math. I'm an engineer.
Fair enough. What do you do?
And
Electrical.
on
I'm
on
mechanical.
another
Oh,
note,
nice.
for those of you who are with us
I
and
design, electrical
have a chunk of
connectors
change
for
to
rocket
spare, we
ships.
do have a Ko-fi
Oh,
link
cool.
up
To be more
in
precise,
the
it's literally anything
description
the
for
military
this
tells me to
stream.
design it for.
This
Sometimes
just
it's
helps
rocket ships,
offset
sometimes
the
it's
cost
something,
of
some
bringing
box in
these
the
games to
desert
the
that doesn't move
community,
at all.
Yeah.
which Brandon and Keith and I
Aerospace is a
are hoping to
non-starter.
do
I make the
throughout
power grid
the
run.
rest of the
Yep.
year. So,
All right, let's figure
if
out lists.
Mr. Owens is going there, ye
I
shall
define
receive
Tatiana.
games
Fair
from
enough.
it.
I'm harass.
Cool.
Well, it sounds like one person's chosen.
So we're
Hurrah.
just
I
gonna do
didn't hear what
tanky
the other
boys
one
into
was.
tanky boys.
That's the plan.
Yep.
I'm playing this because it's the only list I know how to play.
I'm playing this because it's the only list I know how to play. Oh,
Yeah, what
I
are
need
we
to make sure
saying?
you know, I do have alternate sculpts for my axers.
Okay.
I had spare barragers, so
I'm looking to try and
you'll tell
discern.
because mohawks.
Okay.
They'll both have the same red hair.
These guys are the controllers. They have that new rule where they can drop the
Walls.
walls. So
Got it.
We
I have no
are seeing
defenses unless
Winter
those go
Core
out.
versus
enough. I do have
Orgoth,
Sapper.
it looks like.
okay, yeah, all good.
All right. Any other clues for us, Keith, to figure out who we're watching down here? Actually, that might be Rick Coe. Let me see if I can find it.
Get a warcaster.
We're doing detective work here, everybody. Sorry about that.
boy.
All right. Both players still getting deployed. Can you tell what the Khador caster is that came down, Keith?
I can't see.
I hear you just want to fight
Oh,
so many
Whoa,
dudes.
it's back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I believe this is just going to be dudes on dudes.
To Zosha, what's the question? I missed it. Whose game are we watching? We're trying to take context clues. All right.
It's like
So
if.
go ahead.
Yeah, looks like
We had trouble trying to figure out what the game was until we looked it up in its payload. It's fair. And Harask.
A classic matchup.
It's just dudes versus dudes.
Yeah.
Do you have any way to get eyeless sight?
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Kruger doesn't have it, does he? Kruger does have it.
Okay, Kruger does have it, and he still has sprays, right?
Yeah.
I haven't done new Kruger yet, so last Kruger, I have thoughts. Current Kruger seems good, right? Just generically pretty okay.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I'm just making sure I have all my models.
Yeah, man. No problem.
Yep.
All right. It's I think we got there with who the game is. This is going to be Rick O versus the player is listed in here as Master Ball.
Jacks. So my
screen names in Longshanks drive me a little bit batty that I can't tell who's who when I go to any event or like I'm not there.
My club is over in my bag. If you want to wait, I can go get it. If you don't mind,
the human being.
That's a club.
Yeah, no
like
problem.
I think I've asked James from Portland like a bazillion times. Like, are you Zach's on Prime? I have no idea who that is.
These two are different, but only with one arm. They both have Scything Flail, which is a POW 18 Thresher with chain, so it does block bucklers. One has a claw, one has a shield. They both have Relentless Charge.
Cool.
Okay. Other than that, that should be it. As for my spell rack, anyway.
Yeah, I'll keep the ones they gave me because they're good.
You know what? I hear they're pretty okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's just do a share code right now before we started the thing. Do you want me to give you mine first?
Sure.
Yep.
I've actually never done the share code thing.
Hmm?
Oh, I have done the share code, but okay, I've never done it during an event. Yeah, it's probably a pretty cool thing to do, so you can see the opponent's list.
You know what might have been smart of us is I'm just realizing this now is if we just put like a little paper standee at the table, like, hey, show your share codes to the camera.
Yeah, I mean that's a great idea. It is helpful for validating lists.
Excellent.
And look at this. We got a random gun bunny.
All right.
In the,
do you have any advanced deploy?
Oh my god. Osteomancer
I have one unit of advanced deploy. It's these three idiots.
Oh, it's so Zosha has us covered. It's Sikora versus Horus.
That's your flag.
We'll get us updated with that.
My 40, that's your 40. So I'm good. I know the things.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Good luck, sir.
Good luck, and we'll press start. There we go. There we go.
All right. Know how to play this game, right?
More to what you were saying, Cosmo. You know, when you're reading the Longshanks and all these, all these internet names, right? Don't match the people's names in person, right? Oh, we got a Wild Dan in the audience in the background. Let me bring him up.
Oh my God!
Hello.
Good morning, Dan. How's it going? We finally got some real talent on here to talk about Warmachine.
Whoa.
Me and Keith are just amateurs.
That's right. I was like, oh, we just need one more, and I can scoot myself off stage.
That's a bold prediction for me. I've packed the kids off to soft play with their grandparents, so I am free for some time, which is good.
Some indeterminate quantum of time while the kids are running around. Well,
we
you
just got
just at deployment, struggling to. I don't think we know for certain which players we're watching, but we do know we're watching Sakura versus Horus.
Nice.
Yeah, so we
Sakura
got
with a lot of men of war.
Yep. We're seeing double Wrecking Crew, double suppressors both stacked in the middle. Wrecking Crew both stacked on the bottom, along with Damian Karovnik. And it looks like, did Kruger lose advanced deployment? Am I crazy? And then we got we got Sergey Kral up next to Sakura. We got a controller back here. And looks like 2 sword and board Great Bears running up at the top with, I think that's another controller, but I can't tell for sure with that model between them.
Yeah, Kruger kept AD, so
whoopsie.
Maybe just doesn't want to be up there.
Sure, fair enough. And then, it's actually Alexia hanging out down with the Wrecking Crew, and it looks like Damian Karovnik is up near the Jacks, which is good for him because he's usually a positive charge.
It's why I had to switch to it.
Yes.
And then, what can we make out is going on with this Orgoth force? I definitely see a Revenant champion. We're seeing a Flail Claw Tyrant. What else are we looking at here? Looks like this is it's nice to see the Tyrant Warjack come back into play as opposed to, permanently being in the you are too expensive ghetto.
Well, I was going to say, when he was describing what the Tyrant did, and I'm not sure if you were talking to other people, but he took the Tyrant that's got Chain Weapon and Thresher. So it's like, into this matchup, that could be really good with all the medium base infantry here, like a POW 18 Thresher into all those medium bases. That can
large bases even.
Large bases. That could do a lot of work.
Yeah, and the Tyrant's Chain Weapon actually puts it at only dice -1 against Wrecking Crew. Although it looks like both Tyrants are squared off against the battle group. I'm not seeing a field mechanic down on the Sakura side. And if that's the case, barring Righteous Vengeance, I think those Tyrants will definitely win the speed race. And then who else are we seeing coming down? We're seeing Axers down on the bottom side. That looks like Rock Harriers in the middle, next to the Jackal and the Execrators.
Nashes are going to end up.
Is that a second unit of Harriers right at the very bottom of the screen as well?
Correct, Widget.
I think you're right.
Oh, yes.
And Jay Drake. I was going to say I was playing Kruger all day yesterday, and if he lost AD, I was cheating all day. That's post-patch games, baby.
Don't tell on yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Sometimes you're running. Sometimes you're running.
I will not allocate.
Your think meets aren't running the right rules anymore.
That's right.
So what teams have we got up? What are the teams that we've got on the stream?
So that's the thing. We don't know who the players are, and we don't know who the teams are. We just know the casters.
Michael speed when running, so he'll go to speed 6, moves 11.
And there's so many winner core lists here, and followed by Michael Kistler. Okay, thank you, Zosha. All right. Let me see. I think I've lost my long shanks. Are you doing the investigation, Keith?
So he goes to speed 6. He will also run 11.
So what I was going to do was run to the bathroom.
Other controller runs 11.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Mike's part of Trixie's Filthy Casuals.
Trixie's
team.
Filthy Casuals.
We'll run Damien.
So I'll just bring up the list.
Let's
So
see,
he's playing the
we'll
Sakura
run
list.
this
So
suppressor.
it's
Right
Great
there.
Bear with aggressive head, a battle mace,
the other
a heavy
team,
cannon
somewhere in this
shield,
area.
and then a duplicate of the same bear loadout. Alexia, Queen of the
Same thing here.
Damned,
Or on this suppressor.
Colden Lord, Damien
partially on the
Krovnik,
hill.
2 controllers, Kruger, Kroll, that's Sergeant Sergei Kroll, Arcanists, 2 units of suppressors, 2 units of Wrecking Crew, and he's got Blessing of the Gods, Careful Recon, Hit and Run,
Nice
Lucky
place.
Penny, and Put the Fires out as his command options.
We'll run this Wrecking Crew.
Yeah, see, here's why I got confused, because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Rick down there playing the Khador army, and then I go to look at lists and like,
Same thing here.
Well, we got them just taking up some big board presence straight away, right?
yeah. Sakura getting rid of Desperate Pace and gaining instead. Man of Wars just go fast. It turns out they go fast.
They'll just run.
Not only are all Man of Wars
That's,
activating
also
within
just
10 of her speed 6, they're often faster than you will expect
Tatiana
speed
will put
6
up a vengeance
units
force
to
on
be,
herself.
because that big base size essentially adds an extra inch to their actual
She
movement.
will.
I got to play against her last week, and like,
Thomas,
they quick now. This faction is quick. It's particularly scary on suppressors with how nimble they are because of their large base sizes and their decent range. Like, they can really get up in your business and start extracting casualties very, very quickly.
On this unit
so
of suppressors.
it'll be a challenge for Michael. I think
Got it. Thank you.
He has Windstorm on Horus, but we're at pretty close range already. Do you think he's going to pop feet going into
we'll put
bottom?
Dauntless Resolve on these guys. So that's +3 armor and something else.
It's going to be spicy, right? Because if he wants to basically position to play the rest of the game,
but yeah, +3
he's going to
armor
have to put some serious work into it, or pop the feet early, like you suggested.
All
right, yeah.
But if he's doing that, does the Khador player just back off a little bit and go, well, I'll just wait out your feet? Yeah, they've got the option there. That's definitely the play, right? Where if the Horus player feels forced into defeating,
everybody moves. I usually forget models.
On the right hand side, the Khador's already got enough board space, so they can just pull it back a little bit and go, we'll just waste your feet.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Right, yeah. If you can just decline.
All right, so you're touching.
And I think another thing in Michael's favor here is payload is a notoriously slow scenario, so he may not be under a lot of pressure, to flip around this aggressive posture.
So since they can't see the trees,
the thing is, like, that top 50 is looking mighty lonely, but it's also not behind a bunch of units of Man of War. So I think things like a Jackal or individual skirmishers could definitely give him breakout potential. And then he just manages threat.
I'm not just accidentally going to get you walking up and punching me. Kruger's going to Kruger.
That could very much be a play too. And count on the slow rhythm of scenario. Take your points where you can, contest where you must, and then just like try and wait this storm out. Because both these casters are rocking defensive armor feats to a certain extent. Sakura also has the reroll component.
On his spray is 16.
We're essentially looking at stacks, defensive stacks on
sprays.
Defensive stacks.
Yeah. It's just 2 brick walls throwing themselves at each other.
Yeah, they mentioned that earlier. That they're basically just two
what they're there for, right?
Walls of armies smashing into each other. I do like the way that player.
I'm an idiot. That's 50.
It's very
all right.
Position himself to contest or be
the attacker, right? The aggressive attacker.
The attacker and defender.
The new steamroller. I'm definitely getting used to it still. But like, if go back to what you said, Cosmo, about the Men of War going fast. If you've not seen Sakura, if you don't bother checking out a card, it's not like a desperate pace or something that she just hands out to you. It's just any Man of War activating with
is going to get precision strike.
Just get to go faster to +2 inches of speed.
Right, and it's a godsend not just for the units
guys,
to pull this kind of
cool.
aggression, because before
I
she
hear
would
it
have
too.
to pick and choose, and the army still felt mostly
Next
slow.
is going to be this
What
local
it's
postmaster. He's
what
going to
it's
walk up
really
and say, "Hey, you're going to be a shield guard."
what it's
Isn't that nice?
really
Isn't
a
that nifty?
godsend for is
This guy.
the
Hey, look,
solos
your
as
boss
well.
screwed up. You need to go that way,
Sergei
dude.
Kroll was, he had
I'm gonna move
many like weaknesses and shortcomings, but like the big one was he was unforgivable.
He's going to end up right about here, Ash.
Slow. And that turned out to
be behind this wall.
That turned out to be like this solo that would otherwise be interesting. Like never saw the board. Controllers, their guns could sometimes mix it up, but they're substantially improved by being faster. All right. And this is getting interesting. We are actually seeing the Horus player decline the Man of War advance. We're seeing Axers actually come up and be proactively engaged. Keith, can you tell what he's measuring out here with Horus?
I cannot. It's very difficult for me to see what the units
are.
Like the great thing about the side view is it allows you to see the unit so much clearer.
What's their movement? So they can go 6.
The great thing about the top view is it allows you to see the much
so they have
more
a 10 inch, so I'll just stay right outside of 10 for them.
You got it.
The objectives and
because those guys won't be able to see me from this angle without moving first.
There's kind of a trade-off, right?
But they're going to ground
until we kind of have both.
This guy is also going to go this way because
this is
an idiot.
Tell.
Yeah, I don't think Horus is feated. What we're seeing here actually is 2 units of Axers slamming up the board, one hiding behind walls, and then the Horus players just drop ducking cover on the front unit of Axers. We've got the execrators sitting behind. I think these 2 are meant to be base to base, but models get slippy and slidey, especially with the resin where they weigh practically nothing. And then we got I think that's Axers, and these guys in the middle here must be Nashers then.
How pumped up can you make it? Their base is 4 with a range 2, right?
Correct. Base is 4, range 2. I don't think I can extend their charger.
All right.
Going over the threat range of the Great Bears up top, and Rick walking through his threat range extenders.
This is something I really like to see in games. This is something that I do also when I'm playing, and they use dice. I have a lot of extra medium and small bases that are made out of neoprene that I put down, but really just measuring out your opponent's threat ranges so that it's nice and clear that you're deliberately staying out of your opponent's threat range, so that they don't even really try to charge, or you know what I mean, if you're staying out, or there's no contention about it. Like it's very clear, very decisive. There's no contention about it.
There's no ambiguity, right? You go, there's a stick or there's a proxy base. This is as far as that model can physically get.
Right.
If I'm not there, then you can't get to me.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
I think that's always been really like a nice thing about Warmachine is like the cleanliness of play just is always there.
Yeah, very, very good. And this is what I really like to see. He's got that D6 there on the bottom of the screen. That was to mark, I don't remember what, but it was definitely to mark somebody's threat range or availability to move forward, and he was making sure to stay out of there. I like to leave those things in play if I can, because I was blessed with so many free proxy neoprene bases, and that way it just stays clear on the opponent's turn as well, if that makes sense.
So this guy is out of it.
So we do have Horus dropping a windstorm. It is fortunately very cheap, but with suppressors that close, I mean, I guess the suppressors, if you cast windstorm, don't have the option to back up, but that ain't stopping them from shooting you.
That puts me on 4.
But Horus choosing to live pretty brassy and bold there. Did either of you guys catch if the feet came down?
I did not.
Just based on the positioning, I reckon probably not.
Yeah, I didn't see it, and I don't see any tokens, so.
Right, and that's what I was going to say too. Like I do tend to try to mark when I feet with a token. That way, if my opponent doesn't hear me, I can you know, later in the round, I can just point to it.
It's
Exactly. Yeah. Like I said it, I put the token down, it's there. And I've had that happen, you know what I mean? Where like, oh, I didn't realize you feeded. And I was, and I am able to just point to the token and it being out, you know, next to my caster. Right. And then, and you know, that was the end of the conversation. I mean, it was no anything, you know what I mean? It's just very there. See, now I just saw him put a feed token down. Right. So that is an indicator to me.
Okay, so the feet did
right now.
Oh, the feet did come down on Sakura. I got our players confused here, by the way. That's not Rick. That is Michael Kistler over on the Kador side, and whoever Master Ball is on the Horus side. God, screen names. And to our audience coming to us from the UK, welcome guys. Mephiston AG and the Jacob Project. Thanks for being with us.
Nice. Yeah, thanks for joining us, guys. I just shared it in the UK Discord before as I was logging on as well. So
Awesome.
Oh, fantastic.
Good time for us, right? It's just middle of the afternoon.
Yeah.
And, Sakura's feat is Fortunes of War, so we know that she's popped it and run up. So while in control range, friendly faction models get unyielding. So it's a +2 arm in melee that you just can't ignore, right? It's not a spell, so you can't get around it with blessed. And like you said, there's if friendly faction models can reroll missed attack rolls as well, so there's a reroll element as well. Pretty cool.
Yep, which these suppressors are definitely about to take advantage of. We are going to have, 6d3 plus 6 shots dropping down into a lot of the field.
Yeah, thanks. There's some...
I know. They're all very
So
similar.
another thing that I'd really like to point out here is the attacker is doing, I think, what I would say is the right thing, is you need to be able to contest your objectives, caches, etc. well outside of them to really force it. If you want to be able to score them on bottom of 2 as player 1, you really need to be aggressive and really block the opponent from even being able to contest them, if that makes sense. So like you don't really just want to stand next to a thing. You really want to push the have the ability to push the line of engagement very far forward so that your opponent can't contest or can't contest easily.
Yeah, if your beefy models are on the outskirts on the enemy side, blocking you from getting there,
right?
Yeah, as long as they don't get removed, you're happy.
Right, and really being able to score as the attacker on the enemy's bottom of 2 is a very huge advantage. I mean, it really makes the game much more difficult on the defender.
Well, that also brings us to a pretty big change to payload, and you'd be surprised how often this was not known. Is that in previous years the flag on payload was not a scoring objective. It was just a target that you were trying to get your 50 mil to.
That's that guy.
This year payload has been modified. So both this forest in the south and this forest up central toward the west are both point scoring objectives, and that forest is in fact quite distant. You know, I think Sakura has a lot of opportunity to surge past this forest as well and make it difficult for these southern units to gain access to it, even if it's just running Wrecking Crew in there.
He's not tough.
Oh, excuse me.
Another thing that one of the cast members that I usually am on the cast with says that I really like about both of these lists is quantity is a quality in and of itself, and I really like the model count of both of these armies. I saw in reviewing the last week's stream of games that some of the armies had a pretty low model count, and I was concerned that they were not really going to be able to contest scenario very well, and that did turn out to be the case. Had it not been for the wild assassination runs that they were able to make good on, I don't know that they would have been able to hold up 7 rounds in the scenario game without losing. So
right,
just a thing to think about when you're constructing your lists.
Yeah, and that's definitely not a problem here.
No, it's not. I really like both of the way these lists look on the table.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So that's the first unit of Man of War taken off. Is that 2 axes at the top, and then they've
it looks like 2 axers. So they're pulling medium based models as much as they can.
Yeah, so they killed 2 from the top unit, and they've half killed one of the ones that's just directly opposite them on the left hand side.
Yep, and we have
Here comes the next lot. yeah, here's some more guns.
I think these guys are carrying tactical supremacy too, which, by the way, on Man of Wars is super annoying. Particularly on suppressors. If you decide you don't necessarily need the speed on turn 1, letting them do the cav thing of like walk and then spread out means your guns can go like basically anywhere on the board.
And I really like the aggressive line of engagement that's being set by the attacker here. It's very good.
And we have a tough roll coming down for more of these multi-wound models here.
Middle guy. Yep. 2 shots. Yep.
Looks like we're going into this central unit of, I believe those are Nashers coming down.
Currently 9.
Rat 5 goes to 6.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah,
hits. 10. Okay. Down 4.
I mean, blasting these guys out through duck and cover here, I believe.
And then second shot.
This is
going good.
Yep. This is pretty good headway because essentially every one of these models you get rid of now. You don't have to. You don't have to get rid of on a Horus feat.
Yeah, for sure.
And the last guy.
The only bad thing is I'm not sure if that's one of those heavies that has the POW 18 Thresher or whatever, which might do a lot of work into these models.
Yeah, it looks like both these tyrants are carrying a flail. So we are probably going to see a flail come down into these guys. I mean, a tyrant will get several of them. You know, but even the suppressors are still arm 19, 10 boxes. Like a tyrant is typically not killing them in one go.
Right, and even if tyrant does kill them, will he be able to even contest the? I'm not sure if that's a flag or whatever in the middle.
Yeah, we got a flag on the forest down in the south. In the center of the board, we have 2 opposed 40s. We have a 50 up top and to the east, and then 50 down south and to the west.
Right. So like
a very aggressive tactical supremacy move, just digging further in.
I mean,
right.
You say it's very aggressive, Dan, but I feel like that's not very aggressive. I think this is the right line of play. He's contesting both of the flags, threatening to score one of them. You know, he's really putting the pressure on the defender. And I think with a beefy army like this is exactly what you want to do. He's heavily playing for scenario, and I think that's the right move. Just make sure you keep your caster safe. But yeah,
armor 21 suppressors just as the front line they've got to get through.
Right,
is not going to be a walk in the park for them.
Right.
We have Wrecking Crew coming down to score the 40 defensively.
Right.
Or at least be in position to, and then also creating a wall in front of Sikora, because while she has good stats and while she has unyielding, she's not invincible.
Right.
You never know.
I believe you once you move.
In fact, I think she might just be in like vanish and charge range for Horus, so that explains the wall.
6 goes to 11 goes to 9. Yep, as soon as you're going through the forest.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the Orgoth response here, because he'll have the entire world to he'll have his choice of targets.
Yeah, but there's only so much beef you can chew in a turn.
Right, exactly.
And especially when you start taking into account the time aspect of it, right? Like,
well, he'll run to right there, so toe the terrain.
Right. An interesting thing too. I'm curious to see where Alexia, who's currently behind that wall down south, turns up. Because in a game that's this grindy and like this much meat smacking into each other, bringing back 1 mana war a turn could be pretty dang decisive for the long-term trajectory of attrition.
Over here, we'll just run this Great Bear.
Let's see what's going on with the Jacks here. This defensive 50 is a super easy one to bail on, especially when the tyrants hold the threat range advantage. You know, just slow down the game, make your opponent burn cycles. You've got controllers up there to like take pot shot freeze attacks and make your opponent just expend resources to even play the game. You can drop defenses. Like I think he's actually got a position up here that he can back off an aggressive posture in the north and just say, all right, we're going to slow this down to absolutely nothing.
Well, yeah, I think if the Orgoth player wants to go and commit, then wherever Horus is going to be, he's not going to get his feet as far as protecting them, right? So wherever goes in is going to be vulnerable for the counter attack.
Right, exactly. And these are mace great bears, so they do hit real hard.
I'll run to there, so he's
one worthwhile note on controllers too. If you do opt to make the game slow, controllers are, I believe, one of 2 warrior models that have the open fist icon. So if your opponent comes in to contest, a controller can just walk forward and do power attack throw and throw a jack at any time.
Now, that cloud up there in the north, is that an on-fire cloud, or is that the objective up there? At the top?
So what we're looking at up there is that's a quicksand, and then that's a 50 mil objective up there.
Okay, it's a quicksand. Okay. I was thinking that cloud, that quicksand was a cloud that was obstructing the view. Okay. That changed things entirely, because now if it was a cloud, then he couldn't even see to charge, right?
Right.
So, okay.
No, yeah, the clouds and the quicksand are kind of similar beige, but you can tell the clouds are swirly and the sand is wavy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best to
Terraniac's terrain identification technology, people.
Yeah, murder away.
Pop feed so that you and I both get
We
to
have
scare each other for a turn.
Tom Huggy Vananderoy. Welcome from Belgium.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. So we have the Winter Core player completely set here. Alexia opting to stay down on the southern end, so it could be the swirly and wavy technical terms. Yes, it could be that the play here is actually that the south is the slow side. And she's just there as a guarantor that these wrecking crew get to hang in there. Although it's speed 6 and range 5 on Grim Returns, she can move that around a ways if necessary.
I kind of would have liked to see of Alexia to move more towards the center of the board
that
as the battle line,
too.
because that way she can be wherever she needs to the following turn to revive whoever dies. But she's fine where she's at. She's in a very defensive position. I just
we're gonna aim at the middle guy first.
You got it.
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Dan? What do you think we do for
right? Just base 20.
Correct. They're 19 plus shields.
Perfectly fine. Just wanted to double check. This is dice off 6.
What are you thinking for Orgoth options?
Into the other guy, so it doesn't matter.
I think by the sounds of it, he's planning on just smashing into as many Men-of-War as possible. And I'm not sure that's a bad call. Like they get hit pretty hard. The problem is obviously there's no like shenanigans of knocking things all over the place because Men-of-War are just too stonky, right? They're sturdy, they're steady.
You can slam them, but they aren't going to fall over.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned about what the defender is doing here. It looks like he's kind of backing up down there in the south, and I don't necessarily love that, but
those could be the barrager unit, because I don't see them anywhere else. So barragers love to play a relatively passive game. Oh, and here comes the rock carriers.
Okay, a new combatant has entered the field, I guess.
A new challenger appeared.
Yes, a new challenger has appeared. Quarters have been slotted into the machine.
Sitting vulture puts you at -1 defense. It's a POW 14.
You don't ignore shields, do you?
No.
20.
Okay. That's
I'm an unyielding, right?
You are unyielding, yes. So it's 22.
Yep. All the models down there benefiting from Sakura's feat.
Nice.
Even though she's Arc 6, she's still got that beefy control area.
Nice. That's something I really do like about the new Mark IV is that they've separated out both the attack, the focus / fury, and the control area as all separate stats. That way you can have you know,
his crit pitch into here.
don't have to have a
Then
6
just-
control area or 12 control area for a 6 focus value,
That is a
right?
crit.
Like you can
Sure.
have
That
a
is
14
pitch.
for a 6
Can
or,
they get slammed?
you know, a
They are
12 for a
steady and
7 or
sturdy.
whatever.
I believe they cannot be moved.
Okay,
So we got a quick picture from the
Cannot
middle
be
one of
pushed, cannot
the
become
rock
knocked out.
carriers.
Which is
So
brilliant.
yes,
It's getting that
slammed.
force
It-
damage
They
die,
just
even
can't
if
get
this mana war
pushed.
can't fall
And they
over.
don't get knocked down, but they still take collateral damage, is what I'm hearing.
Sure.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
Yeah,
they'll
I
get
don't
the
know if they
collateral
could be
damage
moved or
always.
not, though.
There's a
Yeah,
POW
and
14.
Harriers are
I
clocking
get
in
an
at
extra
what,
die
native POW
because of,
14 these days
going
now
into
that
the
they've
base
lost
model.
gang?
This is
14,
on,
yeah.
this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're getting
We're rolling
4
those.
dice
Yep,
versus
dice off
Arm
of 9.
22. He's going to be off
This
7.
is, I
Yeah,
believe,
looks like it would put on
this is the
7
actual
damage
pitch
to him.
itself. So
Okay,
he
now
gets
there may have been a
Viscous
slight
Unyielding
mistake
for
by
collateral
the
damage
attacker
double.
here.
Yep.
I can't tell
So I
if he
believe
was able to
that's that, so
completely
it's still
block out
dice
the
off,
Harriers from
8.
the
So
forest
that would
terrain.
be,
If
there
he
we go.
was not,
That'd be 10
then
damage to that guy.
allowing them to
Oh, wow.
contest there
That's a
might have
tough
been a
check.
mistake. You know what I mean?
Ah,
Setting the
so
line
that
of
makes
engagement
turn.
such that the Harriers couldn't
Mhm.
tow into the
Oh, yeah,
forest
right there.
would have been
Derp.
significant,
He is
right?
not
Like that's an
He is
extra
dead.
point that
Guy
you could
behind
be
him
scoring, right?
takes the
Forcing them to kill
only
outside
2d6
the
because
terrain. I
I'm
can't
not
tell if that
confident
one
in him.
middle Harrier is actually in the
Does
forest or
take-
not.
He's a
Dice
20.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, they
that's
have
fine. Yeah, he takes 20, so he
reposition,
takes 2
and
damage.
it's a big
Okay.
terrain feature. You know, I think between if we had
Okay.
seen 2 units
And
of
the last
Wrecking
guy, I
Crew come
believe, is
down there,
outside of an inch.
they probably, you know, it,
So
it
I'm
gets a
gonna
lot
repo
harder
for
to
this one.
contest with just one big terrain feature
There you go.
reposition unit. I don't think
Actually,
there's
we're gonna
any way to
repo
stop
3, so
them.
they're gonna end up
Gotcha.
getting
I didn't realize they had
15.
reposition. Okay.
Yeah, all right, they're Cav.
will
They get their
go this
sweet rolling
way.
around.
Yep. So they're going to be able to contest, which
They're absolutely
Yeah.
stuck on each other's wings, I think.
Gonna end up
Yeah.
here, so, right there.
So yes,
That was
we
the
got
thing.
so they're contesting objective.
It
Yep.
Yeah.
should be
If
two contested
honestly, if I was an
are
Orgoth player,
models.
I might
These
just
two are the ones
buy
contested,
like
this one is not.
3 of
deal.
the guy
Yep.
who's like crouching
This
down
guy's
and
just
just
gonna
use
walk
that
up
for
to
every
actually
for
control my
every Harrier unit. I hate winged
see.
models so much.
Next is going to
Yeah,
Like
be
they're
still don't
gorgeous
ever
to look
buy
at, but
it.
wretched to play.
Harusk. Harusk is going to
That was just like yesterday.
up to be
I
well
was
outside
saying
of
I
getting
finished painting
charged
Deuce
range.
and I was assembling him after I painted him, and then I was like,
He is gonna say,
gosh, this
"Yo,
model
idiot,
looks like
I
he's
hear
in a
you
really
like
cool
carnage,
pose, but I don't know what kind
so
of foam I'm
all
going to
y'all
need to
better
actually
hit
put
better."
him into a bag because
On
he's
my
like all
deathbed.
over the place, you know.
hmm
It's just.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah.
I wanna
Deuce
make
is
sure I don't
another
roll
weird one to
fast dice.
transport.
You saw the damage rolls over there.
Oh, what are we seeing? We've
he's
still
gonna
got
camp
a
more.
jackal down there that's ready to hold that
do that.
50. So it looks like Thomas's major
his turn.
objectives are at least accomplished on the bottom.
Defeating.
I am feeding
Whether
it.
he'll be able to
30 feet.
sustain
We're good.
that position in the
Big
face
ol'
of the offensive crackback, we shall see.
Yeah, and that's
'cause-
Horus Feats just been declared as well,
Yeah, that's on
which is
turn.
why you put the
You know, sometimes people
put those
say,
rock
"Oh, yeah,
harriers
start the turn,"
Mhm.
back towards him, so all of them are covered by it.
Like that, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Masters are going to charge over here.
we have a don't play Chimera if you don't like wings. I am fully aware. It's Schadenfreude watching the struggles of another at sea from shore.
Yeah.
This guy.
That's the only thing that that offsets
19
playing
base,
against
but I do get
Chimera.
unyielding, so it'll be 21.
I have to
It
position
looks
this
like
one
we
so
have
can get
these are the Nashers going in. Is that right?
Yeah, man.
So, here we go. Anyway,
Yeah, so
Nashers.
6 dice off 9.
so the first one hits the bottom guy, the one nearest the wall.
Damage to that guy.
Yeah.
Top
Mhm.
check.
He
That's
passed.
12 damage, just casual.
Auto hits.
Yep. Man
Well,
of War
yeah.
toughs out, granted by
He's not knocked
Sergei
down.
Kroll's
Okay,
leadership.
so
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fine. You hit. Just
damage is enough for another tough check.
just blowing them right up.
Not tough. Okay.
So he fails the second tough check at least.
That will give
Yep.
me a berserk
We're down
into this
1.
guy.
Still has to get through 3 more suppressors to be able to score his own
Got double
40.
ones. Dice off 9. 2 damage to that guy.
Okay, a lot less brassy on the second suppressor.
Yeah, on that was the berserk attack, not quite as.
Oh, I
impressive.
see.
This one as well. Dice off 9.
Yep, here's the big
Alright.
dice.
pretty good.
8 damage to that guy.
Yeah, that's
Nope, forcing
this one.
another tough check.
Alright.
Straight to top.
Oh,
Yeah.
they've got a lot of hit
Oh
points.
no,
What do you
no,
know?
it was a
Yeah.
different guy that
Oh,
got
no,
charged.
they're up to 10, yeah.
Second attack. Not double ones. Dice off 9. 1 damage to him.
Oh, he's got a box.
Oh,
that's a rough start. Particularly this this southernmost suppressor is going to be not trivial to get off the board.
Yep. Next up,
I mean, that's the thing about like being aggressive is, you know,
Pathfinder, so let's just walk through this.
well, air quotes aggressive by
right
playing
now,
hard for
just gonna say,
scenario.
hey guys, you should walk around
You
each other
know,
and be super
you
cool like
can't
that.
expect not to take losses, right? You're
Here we
setting the
go.
line of engagement very far forward, with the payoff being
inches
that
this
you're
way.
gonna win out on points. Right.
We have
So-
War Witches coming in. Looks like to drop Dark Shroud down.
This is right here.
Dark Shroud and some focus.
Dark Shroud is they would have to be within the 2 inches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Looks like we're not bothering with the Dark
Dark
Shroud.
Shroud. Yeah, I was gonna say that. I don't know that that can quite make it. Maybe some focus though.
Swapping damage. I put
Yeah.
it on the wrong unit.
Well, we definitely have enough tyrants on the board that are
Anyway,
expecting to do
I'm
some
gonna
work
put
this turn.
Yeah.
Full focus onto this guy.
Do you reckon up on the northern edge we're gonna see he is fueling up that northern tyrant? I was almost wondering whether we're just gonna see the Jackal run to contest and the tyrant orbit to pick up value later on, but we may see a tyrant, both tyrants commit.
I don't know. I think that it's going to be pretty hard to win for the Orgoth on that northern flank the way it's positioned. If he wants to contest that objective, he's going to have to give a lot of points.
Yeah, we do have a Guts and Glory threshold going for 4 suppressors here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, this is. I mean, it's cool. Not so cool for the attacker, but you know, this is where he's going to get his value, right? You know,
right.
You know, the crackback is.
This guy right here in the wall.
First attack doesn't quite kill an injured suppressor,
5 damage to that
which
guy.
I think we would expect with unyielding up and the flail being natively dice minus.
It's doing a lot of work though. I mean, it's doing a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah, and we still have an unresolved unit of Axers, so we have spare attacks to pick up survivors as well as the execrators.
Try that again. Over here. 4 damage to that guy.
Yep, coming in fairly light on these damage rolls to the Man of Wars. We got 3 more follow-up attacks from the Tyrant.
Right, but I mean, you can't expect that. I mean,
oh my God, these are Dauntless Resolve Tyrants, or Dauntless Resolve Suppressors, rather. The top unit.
4 damage to that guy.
That's a tough check, and he is tough.
Okay.
We have a tough out on the southern unit.
Yeah.
Yeah, an extra +3 arm on top of unyielding, on top of like meaty stats is it's a lot to choose through, right?
Well, they've got to be able to hold the line. I mean, you got to put a unit up there that can hold the line.
I'm 24 guys.
Yeah,
I'm 24 guys with 10 boxes each. You expect to take some.
Yeah, you expect to lose them, but you got to make the opponent work for it, right? You know.
That's one reason why I might not be emotionally ready to leave Brine Bloods. Is like playing against Sakura. Your opponent goes like, "But my armor is 25," and the king walks up like, "I don't care." Bonk,
Yeah,
bonk,
but
bonk.
I mean, that's such a big investment. Like the king is it should just
I've just like maybe Brine Bloods has ruined me, but the raw offensive capability of the faction is like it's still there, and goddamn does it feel good to use.
I mean, the heavy killed 2 of them and heavily damaged the other 2. So like it got its work. But the important thing for the attacker is that they were able to hold the line, right? Like it's not easy for.
Yeah, he hasn't. He will punch eventually back through to that back 40, but he's not like really penetrating all the way there yet.
Right.
We have Axers coming in to hopefully pick up some spares here. Looks like we have one popping out to engage Sergei Kroll. Nope. Maybe he's thinking better of it.
Anything but.
He's definitely looking at trying to make sure he definitely clears that objective.
Yeah, his own 40.
Yeah.
And it's like the toss up of, if I put this guy a little bit further, doesn't it? Turns out he just dies on the first attack.
Yeah, but I mean, even like, even that being said, like, he had to work all that hard just to get the points, right? And attacker's gonna score that middle 40, right? So like he's just fighting right now even to stay even with the attacker, and then once the attacker, it's his turn again. Now he's looking to be, you know, potentially up.
I will say I don't think we've seen. Oh, here comes the second tyrant, both coming in. I was going to say, I don't think we've seen the execrators come out either yet, and the execrators are carrying blessed weapons.
Yeah, I'm a 24.
Which isn't going to help with unyielding, but it is going to help with some of the other defense or really the feet. But
second attack.
It's interesting to me he's kind of abandoning that northern part of the board the concentration of force in the middle here.
Well, if you collapse the center well enough, you know, this second tyrant is not really getting it done. If you collapse the center well enough, and or leave enticing targets, I think you see good odds that these Great Bears just start coming down. And he also just has the ability to put a Jackal in right now and stall it for a turn. I think his plan here is force a lot more of the action to the center, keep one of these tyrants alive, and then pivot back up north with the surviving tyrant. Hopefully at the victorious end of a peace trade.
Do it.
It looks like we have the execrators popping out ranged attacks into in melee man wars. Their defense is not terrifically high, but it doesn't matter when you're rolling a 3 to hit.
12 dice off 9.
Yeah, I'm a 20. I don't count on yielding, so I'm a 22.
All right, dice off of 10. Nope.
I think Thomas, if he's throwing the spears with the execrators, I think he's getting his math wrong, because these guys are POW 13 and they're blessed, so they should be ignoring the dauntless resolve.
I think he's missing the blessed part of it, right? In his calculation.
Combo strike for POW 16. He's dauntless and has the thing, so he is.
And we have what is this
dice off 8.
Surviving warrior model coming in.
That is 13.
I can't tell who that is. Is that Alexis?
Right. That's fine. He walks up.
I'm not sure.
Shield guard.
Oh, if only we had our second camera.
I'm pretty happy with this view. If I had to choose, this is the view that I would definitely want, because it's definitely the other view makes it really hard to see the northern part of the board.
Yeah,
I think the guy that's just come up next to Horus is the Revenant champion. Looking at like the stance of it, right? He's got quite a big guy.
Yeah. That's a Revenant champion. Horus interestingly maintained a very aggressive posture here. You know, I think at this point, it seems like Thomas is just trying to play him on a leash with Sakura, like everywhere you go, I will follow you. So even if you start pulling ahead on attrition, you know, I'm always going to have a play.
I mean,
which seems like a smart thing to do, because like Urcaen is still quite hard to kill.
I mean, attrition doesn't win you the game necessarily. I mean, winning the game is by victory scenario points, right? So, like a lot of times, if you're winning the game on attrition, you're losing on scenario, and you know, it's just you got to be careful about the balance of that, right? So.
Works for me.
We have tyrants on the field. Let's go. Excited to see some Warmachine before I go play some Warmachine. First SR of the new year today. Well, enjoy that, Joe. Thanks for joining us for however long you got.
I don't know if it'll matter. Hey, it goes out.
And then Tom Huggy from Belgium letting us know wings ain't the only struggle. Sometimes you got tusks too.
Yep.
I've got my Phantasm arrived last week, and I've not yet opened it because of the struggle of wings.
Oh god, yeah.
In my near future.
Yeah, it seems like everyone has a different transport solution for the Phantasm. I haven't seen one that makes it any less burdensome.
Maybe you like stick the wings onto the base, like as if it's been partially broken in battle.
So we're seeing vengeance attacks come out from the wrecking crew. Looks like no rocks removed, And then we saw what looks like a righteous vengeance with this this great bear just redeploying and starting to get into range to do some serious action. Maybe slightly flummoxed by that wall there, but we do have two controllers, and they do have the ability to hand out Pathfinder. So we're testing if the Great Bear has range to, is that maybe Alexis, whoever that guy is.
I'm measuring that right now before I move them. That guy is just at 9.
That is, yep, you were just in.
Confirming that his Great Bear can charge that mystery warrior model.
Yeah, they just confirmed the scoring as well. So
heard one person
left at 3, and Kato on 2.
Oh, is it 3-2? Okay, I didn't hear the. Yeah, I mean 2 on bottom of 2 is pretty good, I think.
Yeah, nobody came in to contest that last 40. It may not have been entirely possible for these axers, just given that they're trying to drop around large bases to get their butts all the way there. And I think late in the turn you're probably looking at like an execrator run, which never feels great.
3 points. He takes 3 damage. He's down to 2.
So I suppose Alexi is going to bring that whatever that model that died in the south.
The missing weapon. Yeah, I think that's a fair assumption. We're essentially out of suppressors, and we're at the phase of the game where the wrecking crew really are going to be the decisive breadwinners here.
That's a 12. Yeah, that misses. And Piston hits.
Because he only really needs to clear that one of those rocks now, right? So like that happens, then he's able to score that forest.
Yep. Well, he's also carrying just the ability to auto hit them with Kruger teleporting in and then dumping gunshots elsewhere.
Well, I think
if you go on, sorry.
I was gonna say I think ideally if you can clear the forest and then contest the 50 down there in the south, right? That's a big deal for you for the attacker.
I was just saying, when Kruger ports in, if you've not played against Kruger since the January update, he can boost his damage roll with the Path of Flames now as well.
Oh, he can boost Path of Flames now? What a freaky dick.
It costs him a point of damage to do so, but still, Horace did feat Steve
Horace
Williams.
did feat.
We got a feat up, and Sakura used her feat previously, so both feats are Sakura is getting dead and gone.
Kruger is making the big commit here. What's interesting is there was also theoretically a play where Alexia walks forward, Grim returns a guy back specifically to contest, so you don't have to commit Kruger. That said, I think there's so much value here on the table for the big Kruger that it's kind of the time to do it.
What are you talking about?
The def 13.
They are def 13, yeah.
So I need 6s. He's probably gonna die. So,
looks like he's opting not to take Path of Flames damage rolls.
To boost the hit.
But we are cutting to put attacks into the rocks.
7. Hits.
Yep.
And then I'll cut to boost the damage. Pow is 14, I think. Pow is 12.
All right, dice off 6. That is enough to kill the bird.
All right, down to 1 rock barrier,
and that's the important one to get rid of, right?
Yeah,
that's the one that's
you're right. The case. Yeah.
Second shot.
The other thing too is like Alexia moving into the forest, just towing into the forest too, allows those guys to get out of the forest because that way you still need to keep 2 models in the flag terrain.
Yep, I think the wrecking crew down there has already taken their full activation to get rid of one of the birds because they had vengeance attacks come out earlier and just whiffed a bunch.
I think Arcado player here is probably should be kicking himself that he didn't just boost the Path of Flames. Because if the first shot finished off one of the Harriers,
what's the range on what's the range of the Path of Flames?
Place within 8, and then it's models within 2.
Yeah, so the rocks were outside of the 2.
Right. He opted to place outside of 2 of the rocks. I'm not sure why.
I don't think he did that intentionally. I think it was a mistake, if that makes sense. I think he just placed it in a, you know, or maybe he wanted to not be engaged by the rocks. I don't know.
Well, he's
7 total damage.
I think he probably could have done it and still contested the objective at the bottom as well, right? With still
Yeah.
two, but...
First guy or 4 damage.
Well, we may never know why.
Yeah.
We'll go with 4.
Okay, so that's contested. I'm scoring that now, right?
Yep. He's got himself covered on scenario.
Alexia.
Yeah.
On the bottom, on the side. Yep. And then now he's going to have Alexia bring somebody back, I think, which is going to be great.
Yep. We could also see a Hellfire come out from her. I think
it's
the
going to be
forest
hard to hit.
control area is clipping absolutely everyone, so I don't know that the offensive play is the best right now. Nope. He's measuring out. He's measuring out that Grim Returns range. Attaboy.
That's fair. Yeah. That'll give you an angle on that guy. Yeah. Works for me.
Yeah, get that wrecking crew back in there. Now, if only you had a way to heal.
Yeah.
Well, still, even without the healing, like having to use the attack to get it done, right? Is
Sure. Yeah. An attack to get it done to an arm 20 model with tough if Kroll is still around.
Exactly.
Yeah, it ain't free.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Kroll.
It's a lot of value right there.
Charge the bird. You got plenty of movement.
Yeah, and talking about Kroll, here he comes.
Of this.
Sergey Kroll. He's gonna miss like a chump. That's all he does.
Poor guy.
Matt is 6.
I forget what his options are for range and melee. I don't think any of his weapons have pistol, so he's just got the one power drill.
Yeah, he doesn't boost himself.
Yeah, so he's got a Mat 6 drill that he's gonna miss with like a chump.
He was.
Trust me,
I was rooting for him to hit, so you would be wrong. But
I spent so long trying to make this model like this guy should be awesome. Like even with the improvements, I think this guy is still just bad. The veteran leader is enough reason to bring him. Honestly, veteran leader making your guys Mat 7 Rat 6 is such a big deal. But yeah, it's Sergey Kroll doing what he does when it's time for action, which is miss a bunch.
Hey, he's kept veteran leader as well, right? Because he's given the men of war
he got veteran leader. He used to just give them tough. Veteran leader sustaining their high mat and rat values is like, yeah, Sergey Kroll himself is a disappointment, but like, man, that's so good.
Yeah, what he does for everyone else is worth it. Yeah.
Right.
I would have liked to see that Grim Returns place that model base to base with that rock, kind of blocking, having a little bit more opportunity to block out of that forest for future
they're flying models, so you can't, and they do have unstoppable, so you can't really stop them.
Well, with the not necessarily for the rock specifically, assuming you're able to kill the rock, then it would help prevent other less dodgy models, right? Get in there.
On fire again.
Yep. Second wrecking crew coming down. It'll be interesting to see what Sakura does, because she is as it sits now very much in peril.
Full 7. Yeah, Matt 7. So that'll hit.
I think we're probably going to see her bail out somewhere this turn.
Well, she just needs to be within 2 inches of the flag, or is it 3 inches of the flag?
She needs to be within 3. I think it's possible we may see these suppressors, because they're also carrying unstoppable. It's possible we see these suppressors just back up.
And then the
they'll still get their shooting output. Huh?
The ones in front of the tyrants,
yeah, exactly.
Saw there.
Yeah, because we're also, I think, about to see a Great Bear come down into that neighborhood of the board.
I think you're right. I think what we're going to see is the suppressors back up and shoot, and then some of those models up in the north are going to charge in from the north to the south and tie up those tyrants.
He's the one who got real cooked by that spray.
Continuing to block the contesting of that 40 may be 100% what wins the attacker this game if the attacker wins.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I just think the one thing is, like, if Sakura wants to score that 40, even if this turn goes amazing, she is 100% going to die. on the next turn.
These guys, I'm pretty sure, have unstoppable. Indeed, they do.
You're just gonna walk around.
Oh, and as predicted, Cotter, he's just confirmed the men are all with unstoppable.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're gonna back out, and then Sakura is gonna be a little bit safer because she's gonna be able to hide kind of behind those two.
Yeah, we'll do some shooting.
Yeah, she'll have some body blocks at upper survivability.
Yeah, and then she'll probably hang out next to that wall, which should still allow her to be within 2 of the objective or the flag of 40.
Yep. Suppressor's starting to put down the tyrants here, which I think is a good move.
Oh yes, you're right. Yep.
Hits.
Yep.
I do love those tyrants. I think those tyrants just, man. I mean, I know they didn't quote kill a lot of models, but they certainly put a lot of damage on them.
Yeah.
And under
they set
feet
everything
as well.
ready
Like
to
it's they had a very uphill fight, and I think they did just fine.
I watched Akers playing a Kishkar game yesterday with tyrants, with the Belchers and the quad throwers again, and boy, did they do some work.
Oh, nice. That's really cool to see ranged tyrants coming back, and I feel like that was probably, I mean, they're so expensive, but or were so expensive, but I feel like that was the underexplored thing last year, and probably something that could have made Sabreth really work. Oh, we have hyper aggressive coming out from the tyrants as well.
The whole point was to just make it so that you only shot that guy.
Yeah, man, that's all I was going to shoot anyway.
So now there's a problem, right? Now with the hyper aggressive, now you have to remove that tyrant if you want to score.
Right?
Yep.
Also, yeah, I guess
there's a great bear on deck. I can promise you that will not be a problem.
I get it, but I guess my point is because the suppressor's backed up, they can now score that 40, right? So Sakura doesn't need.
So yeah, Sakura can just run away to
run away behind a wall, get on the hill, or stay behind the cloud or whatever.
Go and lick the kill box and
yeah.
Thank you to Rusk.
To Ron Marchant. I don't know. We are not at CaptainCon physically, so our ability to control whether pigs get on stream or not is fairly limited.
Yeah, there are 2 Thornfall players.
There are 2 Thornfall players at this one.
So, and did you say Brandon Owens was one of them?
No. Brad Park was yesterday, I believe.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Take a shot at that guy.
Yep, defense 12. He does have some cover from the obstruction. So
I meant to save that as a new layout. I'm moving us over here because I think the camera.
Fine. There's more space on this side right now.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think that was a good.
So while we're on the pig subject, so Brad is playing pigs in the team tournament.
Oh, he is. Okay.
Yeah,
man, I just cannot read this morning.
Carver and Sturm and Drang, and the second one is Gatorman. Oh, what a betrayal! Gatorman Pete is playing pigs as well, or betrayal of the old minions days. He's playing Arcadius and Sturm and Drang. So Sturm and Drang in 100% picked by the pig lovers.
This guy,
he's exciting. He's a very exciting caster. We're seeing the Arcanist come out, fully load up our Great Bear here, who is going in on that hyper aggressive tyrant and get it out of scoring. And it looks like we also had this most forward northern controller come down and freeze our mystery model here with his wonderful spray. By the way, like Rat 5, Rat 5 is rough, but remember, Sergei Kroll, also veteran leaders, those guys.
Well, and not only that, but like depends on what you're shooting at, right? Like sprays ignore a lot of things like cover and concealment, and if you're trying to shoot into a heavy, right, a lot of times the defense values on those things aren't that high. So like Rat 5 spray into a defense 10 or 11 model is only needing 6s, which 6s can be rough, but you know, it's not that bad.
Yeah. And that auto freeze spray stayed at range 10.
Yeah, the damage is damage, man.
Yeah. Let me buy a mace.
All right. We have the Great Bear beginning the mangling of the tyrant, but it sounds like he's almost dead.
Yeah, he's just going to move a little bit closer just so that your beat back is a little less effective.
Okay, he's got his hyper aggressive.
All right. These dice really don't want to stay on the table, and they don't want to hit. Cool.
Matt 6, Great Bear, poor Poor babe.
Okay.
Woo.
And
Ooh, that's not good.
That is really not good.
Hey, you got it.
Okay, the Great Bear does manage to connect on his last attack. We're gonna be seeing a dice -2 here through the Horus feat.
Nice off too. Hey, at least you spiked
Pretty
that
good
one.
damage.
7 to the 1. Thank you.
Is this Damian Karovnik we're seeing up here toward the center near the wall?
Whew, look at that damage grid.
Yeah, that tyrant.
That's a pretty
is,
legit damage grid. 32 boxes.
Mm-hmm. Unbothered, moisturized, in his lane, thriving. All right.
Yeah, I bet that's that wall on the southeast by the coffee cup is looking pretty tasty to Sakura. Maybe.
Yeah.
If they can't get rid of that tyrant. It's like maybe we're gonna go for a holiday down south.
Well, the tyrant plus the what is Horus speed 5, 8, 10. The 13-inch shackle coming off him. I can never remember his threat range number.
I'm just gonna try for the downtown shot at that guy.
Yeah.
14 inches, right, with Vanish?
Yeah, 14 inches with Vanish.
Yeah.
So essentially, Sakura should probably be running until Horus is no longer in her control area.
14, so down 7.
Oh, we have another freeze coming down.
I annoyed you.
True. I'm annoyed.
Yep. Looks like he froze the tyrant. Would have been a nice thing to have before the Great Bear went in, but
It helps.
Yep.
Sometimes there's just nothing for it.
too.
Activated the Tatiana. So right now I have that one. That one's contested, right?
Yep.
Contested.
Yep.
I have this one.
Yep.
Contested, and you have
1.
you have
Yep.
your
So you'll
flag.
score 2. I'll score 1 at the moment.
So it'll be
Alright,
tied up at the end of the
think
round.
about what to do.
Yep, we're gonna be going to 4-4.
Run
Yeah,
over
yeah.
there.
But I kind of like the attacker's position. But I mean, they just went to. But I mean, there's not a lot of things that are going to be able to contest that. Well, I guess there's, what is that? Another tyrant up there at the top.
We got a jackal
The
hanging
jackal,
out waiting
yeah,
in the
jackal.
wings. Yeah.
So that'll be able to contest the one next turn, but it might not be there the following turn.
Right. Well, I mean, if these Great Bears keep rolling a hit like this, it might be around indefinitely.
That's fair. That's fair.
I have nothing to frostbite. They gave her a cool spell, and I got nothing to use it on.
Casting spells. That's a dangerous thing right now. It's a decent enough run target, being defense 15 against Horus. If he tries to go for you, that's pretty good.
I'm not ready to die yet.
That's fair. That's fair.
You got him next turn.
That's fair. I was sitting here going like,
Yeah, she's on a big fat campus stack of camp. Good distance away from Horus, so he will have to vanish. There's a lot of models that need to get out of the way. I think Michael is in a secure enough position. If I were Thomas running Horus, assassination probably wouldn't be my first get, especially with that hyper aggressive and the failure to remove that tyrant. Putting scenario at a nice stabilized place. And Dan,
like
Keith, what are your guys' thoughts as we're looking at going into the turn 3 for
Oh, that
Horus?
was a great move. Did you see where he put the that objective?
Yeah.
Instead of moving it directly forward, he kind of put it. He made it kind of forced the action towards where all of his pieces were, right? So like now he can,
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you
now
have to,
if he wants to contest, he's going to have to maybe trade or try to end up trading for it. Maybe put it a little bit too far to the side because you don't want. Oh no. Okay, that's his own. Okay, yeah. No, I think you put it in a good spot. I really like this game. This is a great game.
I used to use it with Sorcha 1 all the time.
Me too.
I did horrible war crimes to people.
So with both feeds out of the way, it's now gonna just be real grueling, smashing through whatever's left on the table. And there's so much just in the middle, right?
Yep.
there's no lack of opportunities for making something hurt.
I mean, there is a lot going on in the middle, but it's not like the flanks are being ignored. Like the flanks are very much also being contested, and this is kind of back to what I was trying to allude to at the beginning of the match, where I said I really liked the model count of both of these armies, where it's not just going to be you're putting a little tiny contesting force on both sides and trying to fight it out in the middle. I think if either army could only do that, they would lose very quickly on scenario, because they wouldn't just be able to contest with, like, they would get overrun on the flank, and then the scoring would just get out of control very quickly, right? But because both of these armies have a very good model count, they are both very durable.
Where is it in here?
That nobody's really just able to run away with a game, like was kind of happening in some of the games that were done last week, right? So this is fantastic. I love this game.
Yeah. And for those of you who are watching, Zosha just threw a link up in the chat. I'm gonna actually get myself into YouTube to make sure that that came through. Because YouTube can get pretty squirrely about links in chats, understandably.
She's posted it in the Warmachine community on Facebook as well. So
oh, brilliant!
You can't see it.
Yeah, so we have a link here to vote for I guess our next round that we're gonna see. Is that right?
Yeah, it's which players list do you want to see on the screen next? I feel like we do a disservice. Oh, I'm voting for Brad. Let's get some pigs on the screen.
I don't think that's a disservice at all. I think that's a great, like, we have a lot of really active Thornfall players in our community, and really, honestly, catering to them and rewarding them for showing up time after time in our chat is, as far as I'm concerned, is a great service to them.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's a disservice if we don't vote for Brad.
Oh, fair enough.
Not by Alexia. Contesting. Yep.
Man, who knew there was who knew there was so much pent up enthusiasm for Thornfall Alliance?
Doesn't matter.
After like what, a decade and a half, almost 2 decades of like Thornfall.
Do we think Sherwin at Steamforge Games has like quietly been cultivating them, building up a little cult following, ready for it? Now the time for the pigs to rise is here.
I mean,
oh, poor Alexia.
Oh no! The bird got her.
Yeah, the bird flew over them, just like you said, in contesting, and then slammed her into the wall for the additional die.
Oh yeah, with the crit pitch in.
Yeah.
Which is a chancy play with a Rock Harrier, still mat 6, right?
No, just a 15.
Alexia actually has like
she's got a pretty good stat line. Like,
he has a god tier defensive stat line for a solo with her roll.
I was gonna say he must have got a really good roll on that with that Harrier to hit.
No, yeah. The bird just comes in and like I am unconcerned.
Your numbers mean nothing.
Yep, because I stood still. Yep.
You got it, yeah, man.
Dice off 3.
Yeah, I'm definitely liking her addition to Dusk, like Alexia and Valis being able to revive, or one revive and then one heal. Pretty bold.
I've been slacking. I own every version of Alexia, except for the Mark IV version. So I really need to make sure that I get that taken care of at some point.
Yeah, she's now the only thing I need for Dusk, and I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, Alexia's nice, because even though casters like Hazaroth lost revive on the rack, like, it's not a total stranger to you. You can keep those kids coming back all day.
But I do have to clear you off of here, and that's
all right. So it looks like Thomas has got himself in a position where Kruger's gone. The bottom flag is contested. He's still got to figure out a way to get that 40. Thomas does have a caster who can do a crap load of damage. There's no longer any unyielding, so these scything flails, even if they didn't finish guys last turn, really get to continue to go to work this turn. Ignoring the buckler advantage on these Man of Wars is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
Stephen Williams, Alexia has come so far since her days of saving Corvus in the IKRPG D20 days. Do either of you guys happen to know the current timeline in Warmachine? It's like 622 AR or something like that.
I have no idea.
Let's just nod and say yeah. I have no idea.
So it's very easy to forget like the passage of time when it comes to like sort of eternal characters. Like I think Magnus is in like his early 70s, Kane is in his 50s, and then this would put Alexia in her like in her 40s.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like Alexia can be like immortal, like because of the Witchfire, right? Like
theoretically.
Yeah, like we don't know the power of that weapon, right? Like it can have untold powers, right? So Alexia could just always be in Warmachine, which I would be happy for. To be
gives you red light therapy and like sleep monitoring and active rejuvenation.
Yeah.
Alexia is the Iron Kingdom's Brian Johnson. Oh, Stephen Williams, thank you for being a lore master. 622 to 623 AR. I believe Witchfire was 595 or 598, something like that.
The other two are going to go over here. We're going to top him.
Sorry, I'm lore nerding out. I love the lore of this game. I just haven't kept up with it in a while.
We're going to charge here.
Yeah.
There was so much I found out from chatting to Sherwin and some of the other Steve Watch Games people when I went over to them for the Black Friday stuff. And I was like, we were talking about old Emma Bly stuff, and he's like, hey, and you know this guy is Zuriel, you know the caster from the Shadowflame Shard from the Nocturne box.
Oh, really?
So he's like, yeah, that is just Zuriel.
Holy crap.
I'm like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, and Pythia, that's Vale. Well, that's what's left of Vale. I'm like, oh my god, I should read more of the lore.
But I'm already contesting this, which is all I care
about.
Oh,
Stephen Williams, Witchfire was 602, maybe 603.
So we're gonna keep doing things that are important. Yeah. Not the things that make me feel good.
All right. So what do we have going on in this game rather than this game lore? So we have the Jackal come in, charge, and actually get a controller dead, which is quite nice. It's in position to contest.
Yep.
I don't know that we've seen these War Witches activate, but boy, is this a good time for Dark Shroud.
The witches have gone up and have popped Dark Shroud. Yeah. So the one that's right next to the pillar, that's closest to the Kador forces, definitely has Dark Shroud up.
It looks like we're going to see another Tyrant going for glory here. Probably not a Thresher with everyone that tight in there, but we'll see.
Is Thresher 360? No,
Thresher is 360.
Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that would be bad. I guess there's some downsides to it, right?
All right, stacking up damage into that Wrecking Crew. Good first hit.
I'll do my head
yep,
first,
he is not doing the Thresher.
Sure. This is the Shield Tyrant. Yeah. So the head hits POW 12. So you're at.
It's going to be a big dice -8. So he's going to need a miracle roll here to force a tough check.
Yeah, 1 damage.
I like the. I don't know when they've updated it, but I like the new wording on Thrasher. I've not seen it until just now. That it specifies that it'll attack everyone regardless of whether they're friendly model or an enemy model.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's like super clear, right?
Right, yeah, because it's so rare to it's so rare to make attacks on friendly models under any circumstances nowadays. It's like, it's almost like turning the two nuclear launch keys simultaneously, like, so you know.
Nothing. Okay.
Oh, Def 10.
Well, just no, that was damage.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
All right, so we got looks like the Tyrant is going to manage to chunk through probably 2 of these Man of Wars. He's on to bot attacks. Oof, that is a rough start.
Not with rolls like that, you remember.
Well, it's like you roll enough dice, you're gonna. Not all of them are. Some are going to spike high, some
forcing him to a tough.
Okay.
He's gone.
Yep.
All right,
got 2 of them.
Yep, looks like
Clear that off.
I don't know whether Kroll or this last one are contesting. It looks like probably not, just based on that
I mean, that
Tyrant's
was with all
melee
the
range
important
coming
stuff.
out.
Yeah.
So Thomas may have that
Yeah,
40
You wanna
freed
start
up.
back? You're good. Yep. So because this guy should be outside of 3. Yep. And this guy is outside of 3. Got it.
Yep, and they just confirmed it.
Yep.
Okay, so he's currently sitting on 2 points in the bag,
This guy's outside of 1.
grabbing
he can
his
still
own
charge.
50.
He's gonna charge these
And
guys.
then grabbing
make their
that
vengeance move
40.
count. Just
Let's
see
see
what
what
see what
else
I'm
he
saying?
can pick up.
Now,
And
well, I guess
the
he was
flag
already
is
the Rock
over.
was already
This guy's
contesting,
weaker.
so I guess that doesn't matter. But like, you
This
get
guy
what I
took 2
mean?
damage.
Like that guy
That's
would
what I'll
not
do.
have been able to
I
also
hit.
get into there.
House
So
up.
now,
I mean,
in
it's
theory,
only one
Master.
unit, so you want to tax the resources as much as they can.
Okay, right,
If they're having
know
to go
that.
for the Rock and
That's
this
not
other
bad.
model, you know, and
That's
blah,
not
blah,
bad.
blah, it means there may
no.
not be enough
Is there
attacks to
attacking
get
to
the
the next guy?
Jackal
Yeah.
gone.
right? But now the problem
does
is if
hit.
he's able to clear that other
Dice
model
off,
in the
not- dice
forest,
off
now he's
7.
able to score it. Whereas
Oh, sure.
if he would have
Why am I
been
rolling
able
2 dice? I
to
don't know.
put it so that it was just over the edge of the
He fails
forest,
anyway.
he couldn't
Okay.
get that model.
Oh,
in,
there
and-
it is.
And
There it is. He's
is.
got
And
it.
so now
He's
that's the
within
difference
1 into
is
this guy.
he might not have been able to score it.
So
This
for
is
Urcaen,
this is like a
Condition
4-point
that.
score now for the
Yeah.
Orcos player, right?
So
And
yeah,
then-
so
dice
so
off.
positioning
We're
that
looking at
model,
least
6
3,
damage.
yeah.
And then he still
positioning
has
that
a
model
second,
on the
and
edge of
still
the
he
forest
hasn't
instead of
used
where
yet.
he did would have prevented that point from being
Hits.
scored now.
Dice
Right?
off
You see what I'm
6.
saying?
Yeah.
That is.
Whereas, currently now we're left with Orgos going to be scoring both the flags, both the objective terrains, the 50 mil at the bot, his own 40 mil in the middle, and contesting both of the K-Door elements, I think.
And I know it's like a very
guess
minor
I'll
detail
charge here.
of positioning, but that minor
Mhm.
detail
At
of
this point, there's no
positioning
reason not
in this
to.
case makes a big difference.
I'm sorry,
in
wrong.
Yeah, I think
the
this is a
point.
huge.
This naturally
Right.
was over
Okay.
here.
Well, now it might
Yeah,
not
it's a
have.
huge
Because he
thing,
still
right?
would have been able to get
Still
the
has
second
second
one in there,
unit.
but
So
it could
just
have
this
been
one
a
idiot.
very big,
Okay.
or a third one in there, but it could have been a very big. So just these little things
That's a
are things to
3.
think about
My mat is
when you're
6,
playing.
But I have Carnage
Very
up for
important
14,
details.
So yep, that hits.
Making it a little bit harder for your
Yeah,
opponent
top
to
16.
do anything is
Dice off 4.
is important.
3 damage.
'Cause it really introduces the mental load that they have to
Mhm.
jump through in order to get the win.
Okay. These guys
This
are
is a
all
really
up,
great
but,
game. I'm not trying to criticize
yes,
anybody.
boss,
I'm
you're gonna
just
stand
trying
here
to
and
point
be
out,
hard to kill.
No, yeah.
for the audience, things to
He's
think
gonna walk
about
up to be
Yeah.
extra
as
guardy.
the game is going that are not obvious, right? Like they're
Mhm.
not obvious. They're
Hey,
very
you guys,
very
talk
small
around each other,
details
but really,
that
I'm just here to be here.
really
I'm
you
here
have
get
to think
along.
about
And
that
then
can
we're
help
going to
take
this
your
guy.
next game,
Really?
your games up to kind of
I
like the next
guess
level, right?
he'll-
Mhm.
And
Is he with
when
his
you're playing the
friends
game,
or
these
what?
are hard to come up with, right?
Good question.
So we have the
Looks
advantage
like-
of not
maybe
having the
some
mental
bonus
load
rock remove
of
this guy.
of playing the game, right? And like I said
Right.
earlier, it's just so much easier to see when you don't have that mental
Like,
tax on you.
no?
Just that.
So,
Okay. I guess I'm attacking these 2 dudes in front of me.
Do it.
but this is a really great game. I don't really think.
I hit
I mean,
how
I wouldn't
18?
even call that a mistake, as it were.
Mhm.
Just like
They're 19.
No,
So
yeah.
dice by
almost
1.
like a Pagani, right? Like
It's interesting watching their priorities
Okay,
play
headbutt.
out here.
All right, so
Yeah.
claw here.
You know,
How 15 dice on 4.
and seeing what they're thinking.
4
I think
damage, so
there have
touch
been we've had some head scratchers this
So,
game, and definitely
now we'll do the
also
headbutt.
watched some like inspired
Dice,
plays.
this is dice off 7.
Oh no, I mean I think that both players are just playing a
Dead.
lights out game. I mean this is
Yeah.
one of the best games I've seen in a long
Damn,
time
Dauntless,
being
we
played.
don't
I mean
remember this time.
they're
I'm
both
sorry.
playing
No,
very
I
hard
think
for
I did.
scenario.
I
They're
think I
both
did
playing,
overdo it, but yeah.
you know,
But anyway,
just the
So it's
board
22s.
Okay, dice off
as
4
as
now.
well as or as hard as they can. I think this is just a
1 damage.
fantastic game of Warmachine. Where
and
you
then
know,
Interestingly, this tyrant here, rather than going for the great bear with its flail, it's he's having it try and wipe out as many of these suppressors as he can. Still struggling to get through Dauntless resolve at this point, but
I think it's a super smart move if he could have finished them off, right? Because as soon as that suppressor goes,
The ability
Orgos
to
going
score
4
goes.
up. Yeah, Orgos going 4 up on this turn, and then is there an ability for Kador to actually get back in the game?
right. Yeah, at 8 to it's going to be 8 to it would have been 8 to 4. That would have been very, very tough to come back from.
6 inches.
Well, you get 3 points, I think, from being able to move the objective to a certain point, right?
Oh, he does score the
just done that as
payload.
well, yeah.
Yeah, so
11
we're not going up
4.
8-4. We're going up 10-4.
Is it 10-4? Or was it 11-4? Is it +2 or?
I
plus
don't
3.
remember.
Sounds good.
So he's going to
no,
get
it's +3, yeah.
he gets his own 50. He gets the flag 140. That puts us up to 7, and then whatever the payload
his own flag
is.
His own flag as well.
Yep. Oh yeah, his own flag as well. Yeah. So we are actually at. You're right. You're right. We are at 11-4.
Yeah.
Which seems unsurmountable, but I don't know that it is. Oh, he's got to get that thing all the way to that other. Okay, yeah. It probably is unsurmountable because he's got to get that.
It's just too. Yeah, it's probably 3 turns of movement to get that right, even if there's nothing in the way.
Right.
This is stationary no longer.
Yeah, I think this has got to be a we're taking a righteous vengeance attack here to or a righteous vengeance move rather to skirt around the tyrant. I think I think
just try and kill Horus.
Run, right?
Yeah, this is do or die. Get rid of Horus.
Horus looks like he's on no camp, right?
He's got at least one sitting behind him.
Yeah.
Personally, I do not like stacking focus. By the way, just because like. Is so difficult to read.
All right.
Do you have a preferred system for marking your focus, Dan?
Yeah, stacking it all the way.
I was going to say the same thing.
Pick the exact opposite. No, I use loads of the old tokens, like same as you see on the left-hand side of the table, like the old PP ones.
6 points to not auto lose.
Yeah, it depends on what I'm using. I've got some of the metal ones as well, which like just array next to each other nicely. But anytime someone's blatantly going to be eyeing up an assassination, you just spread them out, right? You make it super clear.
Is all I have. I don't know if I have range anyway.
I don't think you have the range for it. Like you can get this guy in here. But
they're discussing their avenues to victory here.
Yep.
So
I mean,
with the score at 11-4, Michael needs to make 5 points, and I don't think he's got 5 points worth of offense here with as gummed up as we are with like execrators and all the BS on this flag down here. This flag being so far away, like I don't think we're getting there. So this kind of has to just be like, well, let's kill Horus.
I don't think he can, because what they're talking about now is like, the heavy is engaged, right? So he can't walk out of melee with it.
So that's actually the helpful thing. Almost every model still on the winner core side is unstoppable.
Right. Does that mean you can't charge, right? You can't charge.
Yeah, you can't charge, which is a problem.
Right. So like you can walk out, but you can't charge and still make melee attacks. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I gotta fuck it.
So the thing is, Sergei Krull has his harpoon. I don't know if he's still alive, if this central man-aware is Sergei Krull, but remaining wrecking crew do also just have the ability to smite. So there's the ability to just get this tyrant out of here. And like I mentioned earlier, controllers just also have the ability to throw. So there's plenty of recourse to get this Great Bear unengaged. The question is it going to be enough resources to get Horus dead with positive charge, possibly? But we also still have this mystery model, which I think is Alexis, still standing there. So
I'll shoot at that model.
All right, we have a spray coming down from the controller. I think we're just hoping to roll hot fire on a bunch of target and melee models.
I think we are too. I want to also take a moment to point out that another huge advantage that is in this game actually went to player 2, in the sense that being able to choose, seeing where the terrain is to be chose for the flag terrain, like is definitely advantaged by the person that happens to be on the second player based on where the flag's landed, right? So, you know what I mean? Like being able to choose your table edge it was a
Defense
huge factor in this
14, you
game
don't
because
have any,
being able to get
boost
that
because
3-point
your veteran leader's
objective
gone.
Yeah.
So you're at
to
6.
be able to be up by
Yep.
11 to
Twenty
4
You need 8.
is really
You hit.
the huge difference in this game right now,
Dice off
right?
2. He's dead.
The player one's just not going to be able to. You're just not able to deliver that objective to the terrain nearly as quickly as player 2 was able to, and that's just in a matter of the distance, right?
I've just had a quick browse through the list as well. There is no Halexis in the Orgoth list. There's a Reaver Commander, a Revenant Champion, and the Volkar Forge Master. Is it a Forge Master?
I have no idea.
Or the Commander, maybe?
I really can't tell.
Spell Slave to the
Some Orgoth chap. It's fine.
All right, we got Damian Karovnik coming down with a positive charge.
This guy will go here. Pop.
And what are we gonna see here? Are we looking at like, so this Jack currently can't charge, so are we looking at like a walk and beat back play coming off that Revenant Champion? It's hard to tell.
He does not fit there.
Just some Arcanists loading him up, right?
He's 2 here. And 1 there.
And try to make sure that there's the Great Bear at the back. Is he just going to slam him or try and just take him out?
I think he's just going to charge him, it looks like. He's not going to have melee range to that mystery model, unfortunately. But we will see how this goes. So we are going to get the Tyrant cleared.
Yeah, fully fueled.
And under positive against a no shield Tyrant.
Or maybe just smites him and just does it in one go.
Sure.
Pound 19 goes to 21.
Dice plus 2. 10, 12 to the 1.
Yeah.
Yep, he's just going to scrap
a lot of
him.
damage, but it's like,
I have lost my movement.
gosh, so much boxes on that Jack. It's like, God, so very good.
Hit. Pound 21.
Dice plus 2. That does kill him.
Yep, there he goes. He's out of attack targets. Oh, I think we have a Brandon
live Brandon,
adjusting the angle, which must mean his game is done. Let's see the results.
Melee 1 or 2 on them.
They're melee 1, but you're currently in melee with them with your melee 2. I believe you're contesting both of these ladies. Yeah. You're in melee with both of them. They're not in melee with you, but you're in melee with them.
We get the rare Brandon audio, too.
Frostbite is spray 8. Yep. Not going to be able to get them. Oh, well. I had fun trying. I guess I can take, if I kill him, I get 2.
Yep.
All right, that's what we're going to do.
All right.
Boom. He's going to move over there and try to beat you up.
Walk over to that dude and be like,
oh, we got Zosha moving the camera. Thank you, Zosha.
Mat-8 on the mace. He's going to hit.
Chat says, tell Keith to adjust his camera.
Yeah, my camera is not the best. Sorry, I'm trying to move myself because it's easier. My camera doesn't really move very well, unfortunately.
Yep, hits.
Yeah, just roll
my movement's out. You don't have to roll for hitting anymore.
Maybe I need to just get a couple of books and put them underneath my chair so
it's a big pillow, is it?
It's just the camera kind of points up, and I can't really get it to not point up. So it's just
I was not expecting to actually be able to do the super.
So it looks
like they've conceded. Yeah,
it looks like he cleared the Jackal, but like the line simply wasn't there to get rid of Horus. So we score some points for tie breaks, but we call it there.
I don't know. I think you would just clear up some models just for army points tie breaks as well, right? But yeah, I thought this was a great game. I thought this was a great game.
Yeah, definitely a fascinating
14,
one.
19.
All right.
And you got
any closing thoughts on this one?
Wrecking Crew, that's 29.
I think it was. I think the closing turn for Orgoth was so clutch right, just ensuring that there's just enough stuff taking over each one of the scenario elements, getting rid of as much as possible that could score anything was real smart.
Yeah,
it was a really well played grind fest. I think by both players. Not to take away from Cado's side.
40 for me, 25 for you.
I think this was definitely anyone's game, and it moved.
I thought you were submitting it to Longshanks.
There were a lot of inflection points where it could have definitely gone one way or the other. Very close matchup, very like on the face of it, and very good play by both players.
I have two important things I thought from this game. One was that those flail heavies with Thresher just really did a lot of work. So I mean, hopefully we start seeing Orgoth start taking more jacks, because I mean, gosh, they just were so good in this match. The other thing too is going second and choosing your side of the board, I think was a huge point in this. It was a huge, ended up being very large in this matchup because of the ability to score that objective into the opposing flag terrain, and the other opponent. It was going to take much longer for the other player to score it, and that made a huge difference in this game as well. So just something to consider when you're picking whether or not you want to go first. How important
that Western flag was never at risk,
right? How important it is, like that, of scoring, particularly in this scenario. So, like going second, absolutely was a huge factor in this game by being able to choose the side. I think if the attacker had gone second and chose the other table edge, maybe we might have seen a different outcome. I don't know. I think it was that big of a deal in this. So.
I mean, just those consistent points that your opponent's not scoring, because we saw trading back and forth, and then we started to see like the big points pivot. Even if you're on the receiving end of that, but you have your secure scoring that your opponent can't do anything about, it makes it a lot easier to weather that storm.
Right.
That just wasn't in play for Michael on the winter core side here.
Right. Yeah. It was huge. Like him being able to score that flag, that terrain objective every round without it even being contested, where the terrain objective for the attacker was much easier to contest for player 2, and much easier to deliver the payload to. I think that going second actually might have been the winning play in this game. I mean, because the game was so well contested by both players, because the matchup was very good on both sides, because the play was so clean on both sides, because the decision making on both sides was very good. I mean, that kind of an advantage cannot be overlooked, and it's not easy to identify either, if that makes sense. It was because of the terrain. It was because of the terrain in the sense that when you're trying to deliver the payload, the distance that player 1 had to travel with the payload was significantly larger than the distance that player 2 had to deliver the payload. On top of that, the caster got to sit in the objective terrain and score it every turn, and it was very difficult for player 1 to get there to contest it. Whereas for player 2 to contest player 1's scenario terrain, it was much easier. So the terrain was a huge factor in this.
All right. I'm gonna call it there because I need a bathroom break and a cigarette. But for everyone who is watching, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna end the stream now, and I'm gonna schedule it for a few minutes, but we'll get updates from Zosha when the actual go live is. So if you are not already,
there's a lot of games still haven't been completed by looks of Longshanks as well.
Yep. So our scheduled time is going to be an estimate. If you are not already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when the next stream does go live. Yeah. And with that, thanks again to our great hosts. Thanks again to our audience. Be sure to check out the Ko-Fi link if you want to support what we do, and we will catch you in a few minutes.
Bye.